Good morning, everyone. It's Mike from Downtown Comics, and happy Thanksgiving week. Oh, I'm so excited. Hope you guys all have a great Thanksgiving. But let's get started. It is November 22nd, a Tuesday, and I'm going to go over all the new comics releasing on Wednesday, November 23rd. Before I begin, though, big announcement. If you didn't know, tomorrow, Wednesday, is also Local Comic Shop Day. That once-a-day year where we celebrate the local comic shop, us, and to celebrate, we're doing a big sale, so hopefully you guys will watch this video before Wednesday. Anyway, tomorrow at all our stores, all comics on the rack. So not the new ones that I'm going to be going over today, but all the other comic books we have on the rack, the literally thousands, are going to be 25% off. So if you have an extra few days because of the holiday, maybe you're taking a trip, maybe you just want to get away from the family and do some light reading, and you want to catch up on a book or start a new book, it's the perfect time to do it. All new comics that are not, the new ones this week are 25% off on the rack tomorrow for Local Comic Shop Day. Plus, there'll be some special variant covers that will only be selling for Local Comic Shop Day for some of your favorite titles. So you want to check those out before they're gone. And so stop by. All right, let's get started. Here we go. We have Alpha Betas, number 2. Alien, number 3 of the latest book, is here. All right, well, there's a new company called Frank Miller Presents, who Frank Miller, I guess, is in charge of. And they have 2 new books this week. The first one is just called Ancient Enemies. Ancient Enemies. All right, we have from Marvel, All Out Avengers. If you haven't tried this book, just because you didn't notice it on the rack, this one's a very fun book. If you're an Avengers fan, just in general, you don't have to know anything about the Avengers. It's not tied to any storyline, so it's the perfect jumping on point for anyone who just wants to try an Avengers book. Bloodborne. Bloodshot Unleashed. We have a brand new Creep Show that is very popular. And we have a big issue of Amazing Spider-Man as the Dark Web crossover kind of begins. I'll say it's a prelude, whatever. But plenty of alternate covers for this one. There's a new character in it, all kinds of stuff. So if you're going to read the Dark Web, you're going to want to start there. Department of Truth is new. The Earth Divers miniseries. 8 Billion Genies is new. Dark Spaces Wildfire, that's the Scott Snyder book. That's new. From Boom, we have the new Eve, number 2. Aftershock, Fear of a Red Planet, that's a brand new series. Forever Forward from Scout. Our second Frank Miller book. Now, this one is actually a sequel to Frank Miller's Ronin, which was done back in the 80s. So this is an official sequel to that. Art looks good. Philip Tan, I think, is doing the art. Art looks great. So I'm actually intrigued by that book. So that's new. We have a new Daredevil with an extreme variant. Those horns. Hitomi is new. Second issue of Deadly Neighborhood Spider-Man. New one from Titan for anime fans. Kamen Rider 01. I don't know if that's actually based on a real property or it's just kind of an homage to the Ultraman-y type stuff, but either way. We've got a brand new Defenders, number 5. Based on the board game Mysterium. We have a comic book based on a board game, the world of the board game Mysterium. So if you're a fan or you just want to try it out. Once Upon a Time at the End of the World from Boom. That's brand new. We have our Miracle Man, The Silver Age. Second issue of that continues. Our first DC book today, Young Justice Targets, sorry. Number 5. Midnight Suns, number 3. Another DC title, we have Tim Drake's Robin with some homage covers there. The second issue of Punchline, the Gotham Game. Punchline miniseries. Miss Meow, that is the Local Comic Shop Day version of that, so I guess it's a reprint of number 1, so you want to try that out. All right, the last issue of the IDW G.I. Joe is here, issue 300. What will happen to the franchise? I mean, I've heard rumors. There's been no official announcement that I know of, but someone's picking it up. So yeah, celebrate 300 issues of G.I. Joe. Postmasters #2. What's the furthest place from here? Vanish is new, #3. The Genis Vale Captain Marvel miniseries, I believe, is wrapping up with #5. We have a very special reprint of FF52, the first Black Panther, so you can get that if you don't want to pay thousands of dollars. Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Stuff of Nightmares from Boom. And Doctor Strange gets a brand new one-shot. So this is just a one-shot if you're a Doctor Strange fan, and maybe you haven't been following the newest Doctor Strange. Brand new one there. And there's a lot of good Star Wars today, but this is the first one, Hyperspace Stories. Scorched is our Spawn book of the week. Sacrament #4, brand new Power Rangers. That's sad news that came out yesterday, the day before. It's very sad. Avengers Forever #11. Parasomnia. Action 1049. Now, Action 1050, when that comes out, that's going to be a big game changer. So make sure you, if you don't pick up 1049, make sure you get ready for 1050. Batman the Audio Adventures. Batman Fortress continues. Batman Gotham Knights Gilded City. So again, these are bagged because there is a code for a skin if you have the Batman Gotham Knights game. So exclusive code there. A Best of Leatherhead for Turtles. High Republic, the latest series, gets a second print. Born in Blood gets a second print for local comic shop day. Exclusive cover. Batman Scooby-Doo Mysteries. And our Dark Crisis, another one-shot. So this is the Dark Army. So this ties into the Dark Crisis. Our big Star Wars book today is called Revelation. So it's a one-shot that gets everyone caught up on what's going on in the Star Wars books and what's going to be happening next. So if you want to jump into the Star Wars comics verse, I highly recommend picking this one up. So it's a standalone. You don't have to know anything. But again, it's going to set the stage for what's coming up next year. So well worth your time. We've got a bunch of DC titles. So we've got DC Horror, Sergeant Rock, DC Mech, and DC versus Vampires. So, Yoda, he gets his own book. So that's a big one. Death Rage #1 gets a reprint for local comic shop day. Deathstroke, Detective Comics with our classic cover. Transformers Shattered Glass. This may be the last Transformers book also. I know Transformers is ending. I don't know if this goes to 4 or 5. That could be the last IDW Transformers book as well. Harley Quinn. Human Target. X-Force. And wrapping it all up with X-Men. All right, so there you go. A lot of really great books. So come by, pick the new ones up, maybe get some old ones for 25% off. Celebrate local comic shop day with us, and hope everyone has a great holiday. I love Thanksgiving. I hope all the football games are good and everyone has fun with their family and friends. Appreciate the time. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.